In this video, I just wanted to give a few tips on setting various rivets, just things I've learned over the years that really come in handy. Now, with setting any rivet, you have to start off with making your hole. So I have my hole punch die in this machine, and I'm using the 2.5. I have other sizes available, but I'm using the 2.5 millimeter for this. And as you can see, it works perfectly with setting rivets because I just made a perfect hole in 4 layers of canvas. First tip, when setting a rivet, your post should not come out too far from your material. As you can see, you want to see just a little bit of it. Now, there's many different length posts. You really just have to figure out what length, what size is right for the project you're doing. Now, when setting double cap rivets, this happens at times. You get the indent from the post into the cap, and I wanted to show you how to go about getting rid of that. So here, the machine has a screw underneath the handle. Just loosen the screw up a bit. Give it more length, give the screw more length, and what this does when pressing down on the handle, it will stop the handle. You can still use the proper amount of force when pushing down, but it will stop the handle in time so you don't get that dent. I'm just going to set this rivet. And there you go. You have a perfectly set double cap rivet. The cap is still smooth. There's so many things that you can do with the double cap rivets. They're great for binding materials together. Handbags, you can use it to attach straps, sign making. There's really a lot you can do with this rivet, and it gives you a nice finished professional look. Now moving on to the different shaped rivets. I have the spike here, and at times if a rivet appears to be loose, see, a perfectly set rivet is tight. You can't move it, you can't maneuver it, it doesn't kind of lap over to the side. And if you've ever set, say, a spike rivet and it's very loose, you can kind of see the post a bit. Here is a great tip. First, I want to put my spike rivet die into the machine. And when putting the top die in, do not screw it up all the way. And really, it depends on, your material you're using, the thickness, but kind of leave it. You can see I just screwed it in a little bit so it still holds up there. But now what I'm doing is putting my rivet through, press down, and this will really secure the rivet. You won't be able to move it. It's very tight. It doesn't go off to one side. A properly set rivet does not move. It's securely in place. So the best thing to do is just kind of adjust to the length you want it. If it doesn't get tight at first, loosen it more. Keep using the same rivet, just loosen it more. It will eventually become very secure. You just have to get the length right. It's trial and error. I also have a great tip for setting something like the pyramids, which I can't stress enough, it's important to get the points lined up correctly. So my tip for setting this pyramid rivet would be to set it loose. Set it so you can maneuver it a bit on your material, and then once you get the points lined up perfectly, set it tight by unscrewing the top die a bit. It'll be perfectly in place, your points will be completely aligned, and you'll have a very finished, very even look, because with the pyramids and other pointed rivets, it's important to line up the corners and the points together so everything, your project, your work looks even. So set the pyramid rivet loose, get the points lined up so you can maneuver it a bit, and then set it securely by unscrewing the top die. I have many different shaped rivets available, and I did list them, so they're available now. I have the spikes, I have the conical rivet now. This right here is the triangle spike rivet. It's in the shape of a spear, really a nice shape. This is the polygon bucket shape, the domes, the pyramids, and then over here I have the cone spike. Now these are all listed, they're all available, and you can find the machine and all the available interchangeable dies at Minkus Margo on eBay and Etsy. I hope these tips have helped, and thank you for watching.